What's up, Straight Edge? What up, Curtis? What up, TGN? Hello, hello, hello. How are we doing today? How are we doing today, y'all? What's poppin'? Have you guys seen the promo? Have you guys seen the promo? Oh no. What's your real username, Theory? I know I seen you in the Discord too. What's your real username, you little scrubby? What up, Els? Yeah, I saw it on Twitter. CM Punk came to talk to him and he walked out through the crowd. You saw it on YouTube? Okay. Oh man. With one boot on. That's funny. So what, you think is real or what? Nah, I don't think AEW's gonna lose him. You don't know who that is? Yeah, okay. What up, VJ? You saw Johnny Wrestling, Johnny Elite, Johnny Impact, John Morrison coming out afterwards to job to Rusev. That shit was embarrassing. Jake was hitting me up on Discord saying that it wasn't a squash match because it was like 6 minutes, he said, or something like that. And I'm like, the time of the match does not matter. It was terrible. I think it's a work as well. What up, Troisky? What's up, you little hooligan? MJF is definitely working his ass off cheesing us to believe he is a victim. What up, Levi? And you know what's funny? The best part is that it's believable. Just because of the interviews he's been doing. I think a lot was staged. But either way, it came from the heart and he felt it. And that's what matters most. When you feel it, right? When you feel it and you're able to put it out there the way he did with all the passion in the world, that's when you ultimately transcend. And that's when you cut a promo like what he did, like the pipe bomb. That's why I've been praising Roman Reigns so much for the past how long, because Roman has been able to tell a story that is very real at its core. So at the end of the day, what you have is a special connection, you know? And that's pretty much what happened today. It was a combination of reality with storytelling elements and painting a picture that was very easy to sell. And it made for an epic moment that shook the wrestling community. He does stay true to his character. And that's what makes it even more difficult to think whether it's real or not. Unpredictable is the best way to describe MJF. And the best part is that he didn't say pipe bomb. He didn't try copying CM Punk. He didn't mimic him. It was something natural, you know? And it was his own way of sending the message, which is what stood out to me the most. You know, he didn't copy anyone. He didn't do anything exactly like someone else before him. When he goes to WWE one day, he's going to become such a big name that he already is. Oh, for sure. For sure. He's going to be in WWE at the end of the day, unless he gets overly compensated. But I think MJF is a WWE fan at heart, and eventually he'll want to be there. Yeah, he might end up taking the title from Punk at some point. And it'll be one of the more crazier storylines, you know? Besides that promo, Dynamite was solid. I saw most of it. Thought it was all right. Nothing too crazy. That promo did set the tone for the show, though. Very, very good. Yeah, if he takes the title from Punk, that would be awesome. Then Wardlow takes the title from Maxwell. Nah, man, I don't want Wardlow tied up to MJF the rest of the way. Like, they already had their program. I hated that they didn't put on a match and it just ended, and it is what it is. I don't want them to. They shouldn't go back to that story in a long time unless they're desperate, honestly. Because, yeah, Wardlow, they're trying to make Wardlow like the next Goldberg or whatever. So that's cool, but they shouldn't have to tie them down all the time. You know, I think they should keep that story fresh and save it for a rainy day rather than going straight to it. It is full circle. It is, but I don't want Wardlow to be tied down to that. And I don't want MJF to be tied down to Wardlow, vice versa. MJF is money for the next 10, 15 years. Hell, maybe even more. He's only 26. Yeah, a long time down the road, yeah, I don't see why not. You know, those stories always end up working out down the road for sure. But way down the road, I would say. Just my opinion. I do agree with you though. It would be nice. Imagine a real situation where MJF said yes, I'll resign, take the AEW title from Punk, and walk into WWE with the belt. It's not gonna happen. There's too many rules and regulation that'll cut it off. Yeah, Wardlow's gonna end up winning the TNT title sooner rather than later, probably. Can Jeff win the AEW title? Yes. Will he? Not anytime soon because he's gonna be healing from that Darby Allin match, and he's working with his brother right now. So I don't think that he has any aspirations to become champion for that. But they could do the storyline with CM Punk and him. Wow, look at Jamar. What up, Marco? But yeah, I doubt it. His health won't be good enough again. Well, as long as he does regular matches. He said he didn't have to do high spots, dropping people on their head or 5-star matches because he knows how to make us feel. And yep. Yeah, he did say that. He said in an interview that he was going after the title after Wardlow, so I do believe this is leading to Punk and MJF, especially since he came out. Yeah. Yeah, no. For sure that's going to happen sooner rather than later. Glad you got Indiana Jones. Yeah, man, that collection is really, really nice. Jeff would either have to pass months worth of drug tests or work on his cardio immensely. I think he needs to work on his cardio. First and foremost, he needs to get healthy before he starts thinking about making a run like that. Top 3 stars. Top 3 AEW stars at WWE with Tech, MJF, Omega, and Hangman. MJF, Omega, and probably Hangman, yeah. Pretty much. Or Darby, too. I think he is a superstar. I think Darby Allin is a superstar regardless. But yeah, he does need a little bit more muscle. I don't know how that guy does it. You heard AEW wants Goldberg? No, they don't. MJF is the only one ready to take the title away from Punk, but I don't think Punk want. But I don't want Punk to lose. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna lose this one. Jeff might make a run at the title if he stays out the hospital. Yeah. Crazy how much wrestling seems to have in store for us. The unpredictable future of MJF, Sasha and Naomi. Well, Sasha and Naomi are not storylines. We don't know where Wyndham Rotunda will be. Yep. Yeah. For sure the ex-WWE stuff is going to lead to it. Jungle Boy is good too. Hobbs and WWE, you think so? You think he won it for the Forbidden Door pay-per-view? Maybe to bring popularity to that pay-per-view, true. Brock Lesnar starting a feud with Cody? Nah, but I think he's returning sooner rather than later. Oh yeah, Britt is definitely a big star too for the women's division. Yeah, Matt Hardy could barely move. It's visible. Guys, we only got 10 likes. Let's cross 20, man, or 25. Let's get it up there. We're just 10 away from 20 and 15 away from 25. Where y'all at? Wake up. Orange Cassidy chasing 24/7 championship. That would be hilarious. I was talking with, I think it was Duet, who was in the Discord, and he's trying to break down that WWE has done such a terrible job booking the women's division and booking women's tag team and all this stuff about the women's division being disappointing because WWE doesn't care. And look, the way I see it is this: WWE sometimes puts the tag titles in the back burner for the men's division. If you look at the women's division, that women's tag title is the third title on the totem pole. It's the SmackDown women's title, right? It's the SmackDown women's title. And then you got the Raw. And then the tag titles. If they barely got time to feature the two main titles, where are they going to put the tag title for the women's division? And women's tag wrestling is not really a thing anywhere, honestly. Think about it. Where do you guys see women dominating the tag team division? There's only a couple teams in the whole world that you could really think about. You could mention NXT if you want, you know, it's up to you, but yeah, you could mention NXT, but NXT, I mean, you could put the NXT title, the NXT title ahead of the women's tag team title. And that's just because when you look at wrestling, the product of wrestling, it's just women are featured on a male-driven product. I think Brock is returning this Sunday. Not really. Women titles are defended at pay-per-views. Yeah. More women titles are defended at pay-per-view. They are. Typically, that's what they're for. Banks and AEW soon. I don't see how. I don't think Punk's gonna be around much longer. Yeah, he's gonna be retiring sooner rather than later. Graduated the day before yesterday. Congratulations, King Carter. WWE is just coasting while making billion-dollar deals. AEW trying to stay alive. Well, AEW just started, you know. They're trying to get their feet under them. I don't watch WWE anymore. I'm not an overly big fan of the Women's Tag Team Championship. I want to be offended if they didn't come back. I won't be offended, is what you meant to say. Yeah, I mean, they tried pairing Sasha Banks, who's a bankable star, no pun intended, and she is one of the main women, right? And they picked a fan favorite in Naomi and just made a random team together and put the titles on them, and it still didn't work. I'm good on watching women's tag team. I'd rather suck my thumb. Levi, exactly my point. That's the debate that I was having with, or at least that I was trying to have with Duet. I was explaining to him that it doesn't matter who you put as tag champs. No one cares. They're not relevant because it's part of the women's division. Women tag titles are like WNBA. A single woman belt is all. Yeah, pretty much. It's a featured story on a male-driven product, and it's just the way it is and the way it'll always be for the foreseeable future because, let's face it, the main event, the main characters, and the main wrestlers people look for are generally men. Yeah, women back then never had main event matches on Monday or Friday Night SmackDown. They barely had pay-per-view matches. They were lucky to get a pay-per-view match. They were probably on like Sunday Night Heat. I hope AEW doesn't have women tag titles. Look at that. Exactly. And I know that there's women wrestling fans out there. I'm not denying that there's a market for women and women should be showcased. And I do believe in equality and inclusiveness and all that stuff, right? I do believe that. But you got to also understand that at the end of the day, the NBA, the National Basketball Association, is what keeps the WNBA alive. The men's division is what keeps the women's division alive. And women are featured on the main show thanks to the guys that are selling the product ultimately. Because for women's wrestling, And I hate to say it, but truth of the matter is, those fans that watch wrestling for just the women wrestling aspect of it, they're in the minority. And I don't think that even should be said. The fact that I'm even here talking about that is ridiculous. If you look at WWE's women's division, they have about a handful of bankable stars. Who are the stars? The obvious choices: Charlotte, Sasha, Bayley, Becky Lynch. And who else are you going to put in there? You're going to put Bianca Belair. You're going to put in maybe Alexa Bliss that you could flip-flop in there. You'll add Ronda when she's around. But point is, they interchange, and there's usually only about a handful of top women that people want to see. When they did Doudrop versus Becky Lynch, no one wanted to see that match. Everybody knew Liv Morgan was not going to beat Becky Lynch. And people do like Liv Morgan. And, bro, by all means, people like also Rhea Ripley. Nikita Lyons will one day be part of that main handful of stars that people cheer for. And at the end of the day, there's always, like I said, 4 to 6 women that carry the division ultimately. Beyond that, do you really want to see Nikki Ash? Yeah, I mentioned Rhea Ripley. Do you really want to see Nikki Ash and Doudrop go for the tag titles against Naomi and Sasha Banks? Is that really a legit match? You know, and I didn't even mention Asuka. Asuka has been main eventing Monday Night Raw for the last like 4 or 5 weeks in a row or some shit like that. Women matches back then felt more grand because they didn't force it on us. That is true, and they didn't have many of them. But ultimately, it's a look. You guys are saying it, not even me. And that's what I was trying to tell Dua. And I said, it's not WWE's fault for booking them that way. It's our fault because we don't care about it. And I'm trying to let him know. And he kept taking my words out of context. And I said, dude, don't be an idiot. Stop being an idiot. Don't take my words out of context, because what I'm trying to say is that WWE doesn't care to book them properly because the fans don't care. The only reason we're even talking about the tag titles right now more than ever is because of the controversy behind them. But ultimately, do you care about the tag titles? Do you care about the women's tag team division? No one does for the most part. It's a very small group of fans. You know, there's a few of them that you could mention. Yes, you could mention Kaylee Ray. Are those people going to put butts in seats? Are those people going to be the ones to sell out arenas, sell merchandise? You know, are those people the ones that are going to, you know, that are going to fill, that the people that are in the arena are going to freaking go crazy for? Half of the women matches are pretty much not just bathroom breaks, but moments in time where the fans just kind of disconnect from the program. How hard did WWE try pushing Charlotte versus Ronda Rousey? The match ended up being good, but every time they came out on SmackDown, I saw you guys complaining on Discord. I saw you guys complaining on freaking stream as well, and I saw the comments on Twitter. Nobody wants Ronda. Nobody. And the match ended up being really good. But who wanted to see the build-up to that shit? Because it ate up a lot of time on SmackDown. They even closed the show a bunch of times, and they even started the show a bunch of times. Exactly. Look at what BG's just said. I'm not even saying that. But yes, let's be real. If women ran the card and men were featured, nobody would watch. 1,000%. You care about 10 women, yes, but would you go out of your way to watch all of them? You're lying. You're lying, simply. Simply, come on. All right, and let's say for argument's sake that you are in the minority and you are indeed telling the truth, right? Truth of the matter is WWE would fall apart as a company if that was the case. The only reason why they haven't done another Women's Evolution pay-per-view or another women-driven show is because at the end of the day, you can only please a small amount of people. You know what I mean? Stardom did it. Look up Stardom. What's Stardom? I'm not going to look up Stardom. Just tell me what it is. We don't care about any of the titles besides the one Bloodline has. WWE hasn't gave us a reason to care. Same with the women's division. True. They haven't featured any main titles besides the main one, right? The Universal and then the tag titles. That's now, though. And who's to say that you don't care about Austin Theory being the U.S. champ? They featured Austin Theory heavily. Ricochet has been defending the title every other week. Now, do we take it serious? Not really, but think about the fact that Austin Theory, who's Vince McMahon's boy, is the champion. They're featuring the U.S. title in a main storyline. They also featured the U.S. title in a main story when it was Bobby Lashley versus Riddle. It kind of dwindled away when Damian Priest had it, but when Damian Priest was trying to get it, it was also featured in a main story. And bro, it varies. When the Intercontinental belt or the U.S. belt was being featured, the tag team titles were just there in the background. You don't always have the same titles featured. You don't always have the same titles in main storylines. They didn't always have the tag titles in main storylines. There were plenty of pay-per-views where the tag titles weren't defended or were on the pre-show. It's something that always happens. They interchange. You know what I mean? They always interchange storylines with major titles. They never, ever keep it all the same. The only thing that stays on top is the Universal, which is the secondary, or well, now it's a primary title, but it's one of the secondary titles in the WWE Championship. But why don't they push the U.S. title to the level of the World Heavyweight title? Because there's already two big titles. Remember back then when the U.S. title or even the Intercontinental belt was considered a top title, it's when they didn't have the World Heavyweight title. They had the WWE, the WWF Championship, and they had the Intercontinental Championship. And it was always about who was coming up next. Yeah, it's a wrestling promotion that's built up around females, a company that's smaller than Impact Wrestling, and there is a group of people that are going to enjoy that, bro, but are they on TV? Are they doing pay-per-views that are selling out? Are they really pushing the agenda for women? Yes, they 100% are. They exist for a reason, and that's great, but at the end of the day, it's not going to reach AEW level if it's just going to be just women. And that's what it comes down to, you know. As fans, we're the ones that have to demand to watch stuff like that. Who do you think joins Judgment Day? Man, I don't know if it's... I think it might be like Finn Balor or one of those guys turning on each other and joining, or maybe somebody random like Ciampa could be the one. Sasha and Naomi are not going to re-sign with WWE next month, and I don't blame them cutting all their communication with WWE. And you know what? At the end of the day, if that happens, life goes on. There's other women stars that are going to take their spot. You know, I said this a long time ago on stream when we're having a similar conversation with Brian. What up, Tristan? We're having a similar conversation, and Brian and Trout were in the party with me. The only way that Sasha and Naomi had the only way the impact they had made sense would be if all the women in the locker room rally together and do like a union. If they were to stand arm's length to each other, like everybody locked in, and they stand in front of Vince's office and they all say, hey, we're not going to put on a show tonight. We're going to stand in solidarity for Sasha Banks and Naomi and all the women that were done dirty. We're going to stand together side by side. We're not going to go out there and fight for no tag titles. We're not going to put the women's title on the line. Everybody go on strike. Exactly. They could do that. They have the power to do that because they have the social media followers, okay? They have the brand within, which is their own name, their identity. We all already know them. They could all stand, wear the same color shirt, do whatever the hell they want, be a little unprofessional, go out there and support your peers. Create a union, an environment where what they did matters. But truth of the matter is, just like in UFC, right? The MMA community, that they don't even do that for themselves. Because everybody's out for themselves. Everybody it's a dog eat dog world. So Sasha and Naomi are not champions today, but there's going to be someone else that's willing to put those belts around their waist, that's willing to go out there and work the pre-show matches. How many times did WWE do Dolph Ziggler dirty? Dolph Ziggler is still amongst one of the top paid stars in WWE, and he's a millionaire because he's gone out there to do his job time in and time out. You know what I mean? And that's ultimately what it comes down to. It's because the backroom is extremely political and has ties with major companies. And it doesn't matter, though. At the end of the day, if they want to stand together and go toe-to-toe with management, they can and they don't. You know? At the end of the day, that's just a fact. And if they go to AEW or Impact, what did I just finish saying a little bit ago? What up, ma'am? How's it going? What did I just say a little bit ago? Women's wrestling, no matter what company you look at, is a featured product. It's a male-driven industry, okay? So they're going to go to AEW. They're going to get a huge standing ovation. And guess what? It's not going to hurt WWE. It's not going to hurt anybody. Good for them that there's other places for them to make money and continue to pursue their dream and continue to push their career. That's amazing. But at the end of the day, it just is what it is. There's going to be someone else. Who can replace him? Right now, it looks like it's impossible, right? Bayley could come back tomorrow and pair her up with someone else, and she could become tag champion and put that on the spotlight instantly. Instantly. And Naomi and Sasha will be forgotten. They're on yesterday's newspaper. You know? And it is what it is. At the end of the day, bro, that's just how it works, man. The machine is always bigger. They're just a spoke on the wheel, perfectly put together. And that's what I'm trying to get to. Every time I talk about this touchy subject, I'm not against them. I'm not against Sasha Banks and Naomi standing up for themselves. I'm not against that at all. I just think that them walking out ultimately just affected the fans that were in attendance, and it affects them. If they don't want to be in WWE, then it doesn't affect them. If they want to bounce, then good for them. They could go anywhere else. The women's division, WWE only cares about Charlotte Flair and Becky because they bitch and cry. Nah, that's not what it's about, bro. They could get replaced by anybody. The reason why Charlotte and Becky are in the position they're in is because they're the best in their division. Charlotte is a walking champion even without the belt around her waist. And shit was not handed to Charlotte on a silver platter, let alone for Becky, who came from across the globe to get noticed. There's no way that you can tell me that things were handed on a... People didn't even know that Charlotte was Ric Flair's daughter before she started getting really popular. So at the end of the day, they've earned their keep. And guess what? There's going to be someone else that will come after, that will earn their keep. Whether it's Nikita Lyons or anybody else, it does not matter. They're interchangeable. CM Punk walked out on WWE in 2013 because he felt that he wasn't taken care of. He felt that he wasn't put in the main event. He felt like they were doing him dirty. What happened? We ended up getting the Yes Movement for Daniel Bryan, and the CM Punk Rebel storyline became the Daniel Bryan Rebel storyline. Did it not? And what happened? Another star was reborn. And it's just going to keep happening time in and time out until the time comes where they stand together and stand up for what they believe in. That's all that will that's the only thing that will take to change anything and ultimately cause a ripple effect. Otherwise, nothing's going to change. Nothing's going to change. And it just is what it is, bro. You know, I feel for them. I respect them. And you know what? I'm happy that they think that the tag titles should be more, and they want more respect on the tag titles. But to be frank, like I said a little bit ago, the tag titles for the women's division are the third main women's title on the card. Okay? It's Raw, SmackDown, and then tag titles. If you're the third tag titles, and sometimes we don't even have there was a pay-per-view that Bianca didn't even defend her belt. Are we going to get mad because you didn't defend the title at that specific pay-per-view? Holy snap, I just took a shit right now. King Carter just joined. Oh my God, you scared me. Thank you for remembering up, Carter. Holy snap, I have this shit blasting in my ear, and that shit just rocked my core. Thank you, bro. Thank you, man. Thank you for remembering up, and thank you for scaring the shit out of me. Oh, shit. How many refund issued due to absence of Sasha and Naomi? 0. Exactly my point, bro. Exactly. So that's the way I see it, man. If your brothers and sisters are not standing in solidarity with you, then what's going on? What are you trying to do here? Is this for you or for the division? Because think about it, guys. What they've done is actually counterproductive, because the tag titles have officially been gone from television, and the tag titles haven't even been defended in dark matches. And whether we see the dark matches or not, right? The tag titles are still featured on those shows when they go or on tour. So they just, when you look at it, it's kind of ironic. You're fighting for a title to gain more respect, but all you did was take the title away from the fans on TV. That's it. That's all they accomplished, honestly. And that they're probably going to end up going where the hell they want to go. And you know what? Sasha has a big enough following, and Naomi has a big enough following. They could literally open up a makeup line. They could do a Twitch. They could do YouTube. They could do Instagram. They could do TikTok. Anybody would team up with them. Anybody would team up with them. At the end of the day, that's just the way it works. I am not being sexist at all. People in the chat have been saying more sexist things than I have. And ultimately, at the end of the day, it's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying? I am putting myself in a woman's perspective. That's why I'm agreeing with what they're doing. But they're in a male-driven industry, unfortunately. You know? It's like the women in the WNBA complaining that they don't get featured on national TV like men do in the NBA. I love the way you bring up point nobody realizes or brings up. It definitely sways me. Because think about it. If we're all trying to, bring some respect and some attention to these titles, what am I gaining from walking out the door? Because I didn't agree with us splitting up or putting the titles on the back burner for a week or two. Every week or every month, not every title is defended or not every title is featured in the spotlight. It's what keeps the show fresh and keeps the show going. 1 week you'll get the U.S. title in a main event, title match or whatever, and other weeks you'll get it in a pre-show pay-per-view. It flip-flops, bro. Exactly. They could flip-flop tag titles on house shows and stuff, and nobody will know. And that's just the way it is. They're not there. Their sisters are backstage. There's other women tag team partners that have nothing to do now, right? What has Shayna Baszler been doing? What has Shayna Baszler been doing? I think they were selfish and they thought that they could do what they want because they are who they are, related to, and being greedy. It's a give and take with the company. You like downplay 2K22 on PS? I'm on the PS5. It's just, look, man, at the end of the day, it comes down to what are you truly trying to achieve here? Is it for you yourself because you feel like you've been downgraded to the tag team division? Come on, guys. Even though the Usos have been one of the most legendary tag teams without Roman Reigns, right? Without Roman, they've had the tag titles, and sometimes the tag titles haven't even been defended. Did the Usos quit? Did Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode, Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode, Bobby Roode, right? The Dirty Dogs. They were tag champs for quite some time. Did they defend the titles every show? No, it's not cross-gen, unfortunately, brother. If not, we would have been playing for sure. Yeah, he's just saying that everything got... I hope you know that when Charlotte Flair broke into the industry, she didn't want people to know that Ric Flair was her father. And she broke in trying to do her own thing before ultimately taking on the gimmick and the persona and all that. Charlotte was actually very gifted. She was very athletically gifted, and she was doing her own thing. No, it's not cross-gen. If not, I would have already opened up a league for it already. Yeah, bro, exactly, BG. I'm not trying to be sexist, man. I enjoy women's wrestling, but I only enjoy the ones that are obviously the ones that are above and beyond talented. It's not just because of booking, because let's face it, talent is talent, whether they're booked bad or good or whatever. Like, we've all known that Dolph Ziggler's a good, talented-ass wrestler despite him going out there and jobbing. She has begged WWE management. Bro, you don't just beg. You think that you could just beg and get away with it? You don't always win when you beg for stuff, Brody. What up, Sammy? How's it going? MJF did it for The Rock. Guys, just because you think that you could just pull your weight around and beg and cry, it doesn't mean that you get the job done. You think that Sasha and Naomi are the first people to go and walk out on a show, beg and complain or whatever? This is just one of the few instances that we found out about it. Would you get 2K22 cross-gen if it goes on sale? I wouldn't spend money on it again, bro. I already have it on Xbox and I already have it on PS5. What up, Dark Lord? I would have to download double the file. I would have to do the race story to unlock everything again. It's like quadrupling everything. That's why I haven't even played the Xbox One version. I actually have the Xbox One version with the thing. They should have made it cross-gen, bro. We would have had a league already, and the channel would have been booming even harder. I really wanted to do the league, but... What up, Dark Lord? How's it going? You can't just go around begging, bro. You can't just go around begging. And it is an unfortunate situation, bro. We'll see how it plays out. Whatever. Max Dupree has easily become my favorite thing about SmackDown. Max Dupree's awesome. He's another reliable character wrestler that's coming up right now. His storyline is, my name is Max Dupree. What up, Anthony? Ooh, you're going to Hell in a Cell. Wow. That's going to be a lot of fun. Who are you most excited for? That Cody and Seth Rollins match is going to be crazy. Yeah, that Ezekiel storyline is amazing. 2K23 might have cross-gen because of the community creations. Just give it time, Lex. Hey man, I'm really hoping that we can all meet in the squared circle at some point and have an awesome epic league. I could only imagine how epic it would be with everyone from YouTube and stuff joining in. Played Sniper Elite? Not really, bro. I never cared about that game, and when I jumped in the other day, I didn't care for it. But I do gotta jump on it to do some gameplays for the channel. I just haven't had the opportunity to. If they have cross-gen and we're able to all play together, for sure, I would have had the league that I legit thought that PS5 could play with PS4. I didn't think that they were going to cut it off. It doesn't even make sense as to why they cut it off. The game literally looks the same on every freaking platform. The LexxExpress Royal Rumble? Yeah, that would be crazy, bro. Barely any matches in Hell in a Cell? Well, they'll add some. Sick of waiting, need your favorite wrestler back? Your boy Bray Wyatt. If Bray Wyatt comes out in like TNA Impact or AEW, would you watch it religiously? How many women matches have you done in WWE 2K? Honestly, I only do them probably when I'm streaming with you guys, and it's been less than a handful. Sometimes I do match cards and I don't even feature any of them. Adam Pearce is still overselling Max Dupree's bad breath. He is. I know. That's just hilarious. Cody versus Seth match. That match is going to be crazy. Hype for Cody and Seth. First time seeing Cody fight. That match, the Judgment Day match is going to be good too. I'm glad there's only one Hell in the Cell match? Are you serious? Nah. Pay-per-view can't be called Hell in the Cell and only have one. What up, Safe? Lex Mania? I know, bro. I know. Trust me, Markles. Like, I had so many ideas for the streams and the videos and all that for the wrestling league. I remember somebody came in, oh, you lied to us. You said you were going to do a league. Man, you know how unfair it would be if I do a league just for PS4? What about the people on PS5? Or what about the people on Xbox? You know, it's 4 different. I would have to do one for Xbox One, Series X, PS5, and PS4. How do I even control that? How do I even keep track of all of that? Where do I put all that information to keep track of records, champions, and storylines that we would be building? It would be just too much. I would have to focus on just one. I wanted to do one for Xbox and one for PlayStation. You know, just 2 divisions, right? Do 1 league, 2 divisions, and kind of formulate stories within that. And I was going to use Discord as the source of the stories. But it just, you know, didn't work out. 2K sold out with the game. They didn't even mention whether it was going to have the cross-gen or not. Not even cross-platform. I'm talking about Xbox One with Series X and PlayStation with PS4 with PS5. John Cena return? I mean, what would he do anyways? Shayna versus Ronda? That would be dope. You could play on both with 20. Yeah, because 20 was only available on the other ones. Do a league for each console, but that's a ton of time. Yeah, exactly. What's the best way to make Cody win Money in the Bank without making it obvious? Put in some other main eventers in that match. They got to load up that match with people that can possibly pull it off as well. Like AJ Styles has to be a person in that match. Maybe Edge. Like they need to put people that are believable. They can't fill up the match with people that are definitely not winning the match. So that's how you're able to hide Cody within everybody there. Because if you put like Dolph Ziggler and like Kofi and stuff like that, you know that none of those guys are going to win. You got to put like Kevin Owens. What's the point of having the deluxe edition to get both generations of the game if you can't play cross-gen? Exactly. John Cena will confront Austin Theory. Oh, yeah, they could do that. Ezekiel for world champion. People from Discord could form a tag team and name it. Exactly. That's what I was going for. I was going to do storylines and stuff like that. Exactly. If you put Otis in the Money in the Bank or Chad Gable, you know they're not winning. Come on now. That only happens in universe mode. So yeah, you would have to just, you know, disguise it. Naomi has been treated like shit on the main roster for years. She was champion and she actually got injured. She got injured and she was out of TV for a while, for a very long time. And Sasha too. Sasha has won the belt a couple times and she's also been injury prone. Sasha has been very injury prone. Naomi has definitely gotten the short end of the stick a couple times, but they'll need to reinforce the ladders. Hell yeah. Otis still needs a title shot, I know, in universe mode. The thing I hate about 2K is that they make us do extra work to do some of the simple things. For sure, bro. Roman hasn't been tested with the real competition for a while now. Well, what do you mean? He just finished facing Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. I don't know. Roman is, if you notice, Roman hasn't been involved in any storylines right now. If you're champion and get injured, we know what usually happens. It either takes a long time to win it back or never win it again. Yep. For the most part. Roman and Drew, that's a story that they got to build up. Yeah. WWE 2K22 have upgraded PS4? What do you mean? I know. They made Sasha Banks. Didn't Sasha Banks main event WrestleMania last year? Bro, Sasha Banks has always been in the main event scene. The only time she hasn't is when she gets injured and has to come back and get reintroduced and all that. What did they do after that? Dude, you think Randy Orton has been in the business for 20 years and he's always been champion? You don't always stay as champion. You flirt with the mid-card and go back to the main event and just back and forth. Come on. You're not being realistic here. Sasha Banks is featured heavily on the WWE product. Roman is always champion now because he's on a streak, but before then he was on and off. Look at this. Sasha Banks, between WWE and NXT, she has had 8 championship reigns. A former NXT Women's Champion, 5-time Raw Women's Champion, and inaugural, and 3-time Women's Tag Team Champion, and a 1-time SmackDown Champion. She's been a 6-time World Champion. They haven't in the last 2 years. Last year, she main evented Saturday night of WrestleMania, and it was the most talked about match at WrestleMania. This year, 2022, the Women's Royal Rumble was the most talked about match on the pay-per-view. What are we... Come on. Are we serious right now? Are we really talking about this? Yeah, Becky's always booked great. Charlotte is always booked great. Sasha's always booked great. Bayley, when she's not injured, she's booked pretty good. I'm looking at it right here. She's a 5-time Raw freaking champion and a 1-time SmackDown champion. And she has been on Raw way more than SmackDown for sure. So you mean to tell me she's a 6-time world champ, plus NXT Women's Champion, plus 3-time Women Tag Team Champion, and they don't do shit with Sasha? Come on, she's one of the most decorated female superstars on the planet. Wasn't Finn Balor the first ever Universe champ back in becoming NXT? Yeah, and he's never won it back, Troisky. And he hasn't walked out on WWE, and he was sent back to NXT. What are we talking about that women get mishandled? Look at Finn Balor. Look at Dolph Ziggler just won the NXT championship a couple months ago, and he's been around WWE before NXT even existed. He was part of like FCW. I think Kevin Owens is still a star for sure. Kevin Owens is must-see TV regardless of where he's at on the card. Yeah, Shayna Baszler isn't booked well. She was booked well in NXT, but she hasn't been booked well in the main roster. Shotzi, she's more recent. But Sasha is the one person you can't say has been booked badly. Sorry, I had to sneeze. And as for Naomi, she's a 2-time women's champion. And she was the FCW inaugural Divas champion. And you could add the tag titles to her list. And she won the Battle Royale. She won the Battle Royal too. 2-time SmackDown champion. She won the Women's Battle Royal at WrestleMania. She won the Most Underrated Superstar of the Year. She won the Battle Royal. Come on, man. I said Battle Royale. I didn't mean to say Royal Rumble. I'm sorry. Battle Royale on that they did at WrestleMania that one time. And she forfeited the SmackDown title because she was injured. Naomi forfeited the SmackDown Women's Championship due to injury. What do you mean she's been booked bad? And she was rehabbing that injury for God knows how long. Alexa Bliss was another one that was injured, though, simply. I always fast forward or take bathroom breaks during Sasha's matches because they're always the same boring. I guess she knows now who the real boss is. Why she walked out on the company twice, WrestleMania 35. She walked out on the company because she's drinking too much of her own Kool-Aid and she thinks that she's better than everyone else and deserves more respect and deserves better treatment, fool. She's in the right for standing up for herself, and she obviously doesn't care to be in WWE and play ball with them. She doesn't want to be part of whatever story they were going to feed her, and she didn't want to accept it. There's nothing wrong with that, but to say that WWE is entirely wrong for not featuring the tag titles that nobody cares about in the first place, like that's just ridiculous. Like there's not always, just because one person is right doesn't necessarily mean that the other person's entirely wrong, bro. On the male side, Shinsuke is someone who has been booked bad. For sure he's been booked bad. He was Intercontinental Champion. Nobody cares. Sasha thinks she's over everyone for the most part, bro. And she's one of the most decorated stars on the show, bro. And Dolph Ziggler never walked out. Finn Balor never walked out. Kevin Owens, as ridiculous as they've had him booked, he's never walked out. Shinsuke hasn't walked out. AJ Styles was paired up with Omos, who doesn't even know how to wrestle. He never walked out. He was AJ Styles and Omos were champion, and sometimes they weren't even featured on the main card, and they didn't walk out. And AJ Styles is a bigger superstar than Sasha and Naomi combined. Come on, dude. Do you think AEW will be in big trouble if they lose MJF to WWE? No. No, they will not. Stone Cold walked out. There's just been other people. Yeah, but Stone Cold was already down the road in his career, had his fair share of injuries. He didn't want to lose to Brock Lesnar without a story. You know, it was later. It wasn't like in the middle of his prime. Sasha and Naomi are in the middle of their prime. Thank you, Straight Edge. Look at what Straight Edge just said. She's booked better than a lot of the men. And Naomi too. You gotta keep in mind that the sample size for women's wrestling is a lot smaller than male wrestling because, like I said, they're the ones that drive the industry. So if your window to have a good, women's storyline, right? A female-driven storyline. If your window is this big and Naomi is a 2-time champion and Sasha's a 6-time champion and they've won the tag titles multiple times and they've been injured just as much during that small window of time, and they've been featured in covers, posters, and storylines and all that. If they're featured in that small window, then they're succeeding and they're doing better than a lot of the men, like Straight Edge just said. Dolph Ziggler was told to go down to NXT, win the title for like a month, and then drop it to freaking Braun Breaker at a regular NXT Tuesday show. And guess who was by his side? Bobby Roode, who had nothing to do with the story. He was just there. You want to stand up for yourself? Fine. You want to walk out? Fine. But it doesn't necessarily mean that WWE's wrong for not featuring the... WWE's wrong for making the women's tag title. WWE shouldn't have done the women's tag titles, if I'm honest. Or he lost it on Raw the day after WrestleMania, I think. I'm sorry, Marcos. You're right. You're right. He lost it on Raw. Good shit. Those superstars you mentioned, bro, can sell the stories. They have to, and they do it well. They do. They do sell the stories, no matter what they're given. So it comes down to that, bro. I hope 2K can get rid of the 1,000. Yeah, they should. Sasha walked out and made a big statement. You saying that WWE didn't make a mistake is false. I'll explain. No. I saw all the stuff. I'm saying WWE didn't make a mistake in not featuring the tag team titles more often. All right? I don't put words in my mouth. I literally said, listen to what I said. They are not at fault for not featuring the tag titles more often. Right now, the tag titles for the women's division was dormant in terms of storytelling and in terms of being featured now at this point in time. But who's to say that it wouldn't get featured in a more prominent role in a couple of weeks or in a couple of months when Ronda takes a break with the belt and she's missing one of the pay-per-views or whatever the case is? You don't always get featured as the main attraction 24/7 every single time. It looks like they don't try to make the teams more believable. Dude, is that there's no women tag teams anywhere. It's not even about the teams looking more believable, Card. It's about women's wrestling in general. It's not as important to people. Yes, mid-card title would be way better than making some pointless-ass tag titles. Yeah, that's what I would do, Tribal Chief. That's what I've been saying this entire time since the beginning of this conversation. Nothing's going to change unless the women get together and they do exactly what you just wrote, which is exactly what I said earlier. If the women don't stand together side by side, nothing's going to ever change. They didn't treat it fairly because it was Sasha. If Ronda was a tag team, she would have... Dude, because if they're giving Ronda the tag titles, it's to put it in a prominent story for that particular program. Just because Sasha and Naomi aren't in a prominent program right now with their tag titles in this very moment doesn't mean they won't be down the road. The Usos have been tag champions like 20,000 times. The New Day have been tag champions 20,000 times. The Dirty Dogs were champions for quite some time. And none of those guys ever complained about the titles not being defended complained to the point that they walked out. I'm sure they complained because they do complain as well. But I'm talking about walking out. What are you talking about, fool? There's been times that those major tag teams, some of the best of all time, the New Day and Usos, those are some of the best tag teams of all time. And they haven't even defended their title on the main pay-per-views. The tag titles are the problem? Of course, bro. It's women's wrestling that people don't care. It doesn't sell. The tag titles for women don't really sell. It's just there for inclusivity. It's to have another title to give to women and some more recognition. They can't make every title prominent. There's not enough time on a show, period. Some weeks they'll be featured, some weeks they won't. Some weeks they'll be defended on pay-per-views, some weeks they won't. Dude, even AEW, as amazing as AEW is with their booking, there's some shows that they don't have all the other titles defended. They defend their titles on AEW Dynamite, and then they'll have a couple storyline matches at the pay-per-view with the main belt being defended at the pay-per-view. But that's not how it goes every single time. But what you're saying is a what if Ronda was champion scenario, and she's not. You can't say that, dude. You can't say that because it never happened. You can't just bring, if Ronda was champion. Ronda was fighting Charlotte Flair, and fans were complaining about their program because it was featured in a prominent role. So what you're saying is bullshit, because Ronda and Charlotte was eating up so much time on the SmackDown show. And I kept going on Twitter, reading comments, and a lot of people were saying we don't even want to see these promos. And the match ended up being great at the pay-per-view. But a lot of people complained. And a lot of people bashed Ronda's promos. And a lot of people said they hated that shit. So it's, what is it? Women are not featured enough? Or the women that you want to be featured is not at the top all the time? Bro, Sasha has been featured quite a bit when she's not injured. It varies. Sasha Banks herself said WWE chose to make other females more shown and more bookings. People take turns, though. MJF went insane, Shard. I already put an example. Look, bro, this is the scale. All right. Men's wrestling, right? This is the program, the show that people go watch. Pay-per-view, Raw, SmackDown. This is the show, right? Women's wrestling in this show are featured about this much. If you're featured in this gap, if you're featured and you've been a champion 6 times and you've been a tag team champion 3 times and you've been in storylines on and off even with all your injuries, then you've been a very well-decorated superstar for a good amount of time, for however long she's been on the main roster. This is women's wrestling in a man's landscape. And she is one of the top women in the company. So just because she is not featured right now doesn't mean anything bad. Charlotte isn't always featured in the main event. Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks main evented WrestleMania, a one-on-one match. You know what it took for Charlotte to main event WrestleMania? It was Charlotte, Ronda Rousey, and Becky Lynch in the main event. It was a triple threat match. But Sasha Banks versus Bianca were the ones that main evented by themselves. Oh my God. Nobody wants to see Sasha and Naomi booked in the main event once a month, my dude. That's not Vince's fault. The fans don't want it. Exactly. Simply, these dudes are acting like Sasha's being treated like a bum or something, like a jobber. Come on. Imagine, bro, being upset because this month you weren't really heavily featured. No, I hear you, Billy, but just because she feels that way doesn't mean she's totally in the right. She's in the right to stand up for herself. But that just because she feels that way doesn't mean she's entitled to feel however she feels because she plays that character every day, right? But we're putting examples of other people that are given bullshit storylines and they run with it and make something out of nothing. What if, look, let me put this out there. Listen up, y'all. Listen up. What up, 2K Mafia? What if, right? What if Sasha Banks doesn't even care to be in WWE anymore? What if she lost that passion? What if she has other plans for herself? And this was just the icing on the cake. If her heart is not with WWE, she's not going to play ball game with them. She feels like Vince isn't caring about her and he ain't forcing her enough. Oh my God, thank you, bro. I'm so glad you put it like that simply. This is the smartest comment I've read in terms of storytelling and wrestlers and the way they've been used. Listen up. I'm going to read this beautiful comment by Simply, who put it best. Rhea Ripley was stuck in limbo, jumping from team to team, whether it was Liv Morgan, Nikki Ash, fighting for tag titles, losing matches, splitting, fighting by herself. She was looking lost. Now she's in a faction with Edge. Imagine. Everybody was talking shit about Kevin Owens and saying that Kevin Owens shouldn't re-sign with WWE. That Kevin Owens should walk away from WWE, right? Y'all remember? Kevin Owens is being misused. Kevin Owens is not... that Roman Reigns is bullying Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens is getting squashed. Kevin Owens is not even on the card tonight. Did anybody in here watch WrestleMania? Who got to fight Kevin Owens in the main event at WrestleMania? Who did Kevin Owens get to fight in the main event of WrestleMania? Stone Cold Steve Austin. Can you imagine if Kevin Owens would have walked out because they wanted him to get squashed by Roman Reigns? He got hit by a golf cart. Roman Reigns ran over Kevin Owens in a golf cart. He got locked down, handcuffed by the Titatron. Imagine if they told Kevin Owens, hey, at the end of this match, you're going to get handcuffed to the Titatron. And Roman Reigns is going to freaking walk over you and stomp on you. And you're going to lose for like the third or fourth time. Imagine if Kevin Owens would have said, hell no. Hell no, I'm not doing that shit. I'm not doing that. I am not doing that. No, I deserve more respect. I'm Kevin Owens. I could be a champion anywhere. I'm out of here. I'm gone. I'm not doing this bullshit. Who's Roman Reigns? He can't even lace up my boots. I'm out of here. No. And I'm not re-signing with you. But guess what happened? Guess what happened? Kevin Owens is one of the best feuds that Roman Reigns has had. Kevin Owens has had some of the best matches within that feud with Roman Reigns. That main event was spectacular. Kevin Owens re-signed with WWE. He said he was happy in WWE. And he's been on and off jobbing in the mid-card and in the main event. And he lost to Stone Cold Steve Austin in the main event. Took a couple stunners and drank beer with him backstage. Kevin Owens enjoys being a jobber? That is the dumbest shit I've ever heard. What is a jobber, bro? A guy that loses a match? Is he really a jobber if he's featured in main stories? Dude, wrestling is scripted. It's all about telling stories. Same with Sami Zayn. Exactly, simply. And Liv is now a part of Finn and AJ Styles. And Finn, who looked like he was on the verge of retiring, is now in a prominent storyline with Edge and AJ and Damian Priest. Dude, you can get sent back down to NXT for 1 month. You may sit at home with nothing to do. Look at Mustafa Ali. He's fighting at the pay-per-view for the U.S. title that many others say that aren't featured in prominent storylines. Fighting Vince's chosen one. Dude, nah. Kevin Owens is not the definition of, that is not technically the definition of a jobber. Look, bro, this is not combat sports, all right? This isn't boxing. This isn't mixed martial arts. Wins and losses matter when you're building stories. They don't matter in the grand scheme of things. It's all about putting up a good storyline and a great match and entertaining thousands and millions. You're not going to tell me that Kevin Owens is being a jobber. Sami Zayn is a jobber? He just re-signed with WWE, then he is the happiest, most paid jobber on the planet. Dude, I hope you know a lot of people say that the match Sami Zayn had with the Jackass crew was one of the best matches of the night. Tribal thinks dirt sheets are gospel. He does. And it's okay. Do you think Seth needs a character change? Well, people are loving Seth right now. No, do you know what a jobber means? You know who was a jobber? Heath Slater. You're not going to compare Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, Finn Balor, those guys. The fact that I'm even having to talk about this. Come on. Is Kevin Owens or Sami Zayn like Heath Slater? Please, someone enlighten me. Someone please enlighten me. Titus, all right, Titus O'Neil, Zack Ryder. Is that Sami Zayn? Exactly. It's funny as well when people see Tommaso Ciampa and say he's a jobber. He had a feud of the year with Johnny Gargano and a so-called developmental brand. Exactly. Drew Gulak is a jobber. Dude, I know what a jobber is. It seems like you don't. Sami Zayn is part of fun, comedic, and enjoyable stories. And he puts on really good matches. Difference between a jobber and a workhorse? Exactly. Sammy ran away from Drew. Come on, you don't consider him Dude, and that was one. Did you see the pop and the reaction that the crowd gave? Do you think crowds care about jobbers in storylines like that? They gave him a... He's asking to join the tribal chief. Exactly, RM. Look at what RM said. KO is not a jobber. He is a team player and he knows the business and that it comes back around if you pay your dues and respect the company. Not only that, respect your peers. Respect the success of those around you. Dude, there's a difference between going out there in a random ass match. You're just thrown into the wolves and you're out there trying to... You know who's jobbing right now? How about John Morrison in AEW? How come people are not talking about him? John Morrison lost to Samoa Joe in the tournament with no storyline, no buildup. He was just the Joker. And then tonight he lost to Rusev, to Miro on Dynamite again. He came out twice with no story and made the other guy look good. Yeah, you're going to say Cesaro was a jobber? Man, if you had the opportunity to face the Jackass crew, Johnny Knoxville and everybody that he's associated with, if you had the chance to have that match at WrestleMania, I think you would want them to win as well. Sting lost to Triple H in his return and you don't call him a jobber? Because there was a story. He didn't come out to make Triple H look good. They put on a feud. Someone's got to lose. And it took thank you, Straight Edge. It took like 5 people and a trap to beat Sami Zayn. It was clearly visible that Johnny Knoxville needed all the help he can get. How is this even a conversation? Has Sami Zayn jobbed before? Sure enough. I think everyone has at some point in their career. You job to people. No, I use Heath Slater as a jobber. Heath Slater's a jobber. Titus O'Neil was a jobber. And there's many more that we could mention that were jobbers. Sami Zayn is not that. When did you see Titus O'Neil featured in a prominent storyline for WrestleMania? And even then, exactly, Ryan, that's like making fun of a bench player in baseball or football or the NBA, a person that comes off the bench. Those guys are all millionaires and they're all part of the program. Sami Zayn he's an actor. He's a pro wrestler. He's out there to deliver fun, exciting storylines. When I watch SmackDown, I watch Sami Zayn, and that dude manages to put a smile on my face regardless of what kind of day I've had. Yeah, and Zack Ryder wasn't a jobber in that story. Zack Ryder was a jobber most of his career, but it doesn't mean that he was a jobber in that storyline. My point is that you're not always a jobber just because you're a jobber at one point in time. Dude, there's a winner and a loser in every match. What are we talking about here? How is this even a conversation? Yo, guys, we're 4 likes away from 40, by the way. We're 4 likes away from 40. We got 36 right now, 50 in the building. If we got any new viewers, consider subscribing. We haven't jumped into WWE yet. We'll get into some gameplay shortly. We're here having some awesome wrestling conversations. This is the MJF appreciation stream. We're going to be looking for him in the community creations. So don't miss out on the next stream or video. We do all things entertainment on here. Talk about WWE, AEW, movie reviews, gaming reviews, gaming live streams, and podcast style streams like what we're doing right now. Just having a conversation, a great interaction. So I appreciate each and every one of you guys that have tuned in. You guys are awesome. Sammy's dancing is hilarious for sure. Still, hey, it's better stuff. Honestly, you're not a real fan if you pick sides, shit all over a company that made you love wrestling. Pretty much, Marcos. Jinder Mahal was a jobber, then he became world champion. Yeah. He was a jobber, became world champion, and he's been jobbing a little lately, but it doesn't mean he's an all-time jobber. He was a world champion. I'm not saying Sami Zayn and KO were always jobbers. KO getting paired up with Elias and Elias winning is not a jobber to you? No! He's helping Elias get over. Billy, my boy, this isn't a real fight. It's a story. And for every 10 losses that Sami Zayn has gotten in his career, he always ends up getting a nice victory and a great moment, whether it's becoming Intercontinental Champion, US Champion, being featured on the on WrestleMania with Jackass. He's always paying his dues and always getting something out of it eventually. Exactly. And Sami Zayn, for all the losses that he has, he still doesn't even have as many losses as Dolph Ziggler. And I still wouldn't even call Dolph Ziggler a jobber. Exactly. Come on, man. I don't think you're being fair to the term jobber. You're acting like this is just some Joe Schmo who has no characterization. You're acting. All right, guys. All right. Perfect example. Ladies and gentlemen, everyone in here, answer me this. Is Sami Zayn the same type of wrestler as, what's his name, Tozawa? Akira Tozawa. Is Sami Zayn and Akira Tozawa on the same level? There's different levels. No, bro. Jobber is jobber, my boy. Just like there's mid-card, there's freaking main event. Not that there's levels, bro. Either you're in the main event or you're in the mid-card or you're a jobber. There's levels to being a main eventer and levels to being a star. Yes. But there's no levels to being a jobber. Either you're a jobber or you're not. Is Sami Zayn the same thing as Akira Tozawa? Plain and simple. Thank you, guys. Thank you. And I'm sure there's many more people I would love to comment that are also agreeing. We all know the difference between Sami Zayn and Akira Tozawa. Or Tozawa. I keep botching his name. But yeah, we all know the difference. Bro, Goldberg destroyed people because, first and foremost, he fought a lot of no-names. And then the people that were names were just willing to play ball and put him over. Exactly, James. Exactly. I'm glad that everyone is disagreeing with Billy, man, because when I was reading his takes and the conversation was picking up steam and we weren't really seeing a lot of feedback, I was getting a little worried. Billy, man, you can't compare. You know who's been a jobber at times? R-Truth. R-Truth, I gotta be honest, he's been a jobber sometimes. But even then, R-Truth is the most respectable 24/7 champion. Sami Zayn is mid-card. Yeah. Yeah, local competitors. Those are jobbers. Those are the real jobbers. WWE carries a couple of jobbers in their company, but Sami Zayn is not one of them. I don't think that's real, Ryan. I think that's a story. Jobbing and putting someone over are two different things. Exactly. R-Truth didn't win the WWE title. He fought for it. Let me see. When did he win it? Oh, yeah, he did actually. No. Oh, no. Wait, hold on. Let me see. He captured the U.S. title. That was the last time he won. Yeah, I saw the promo. The promo was amazing. Yeah, he fought for it in 2011. I remember. Wasn't it against like John Cena or something? When he was with the Miz, he almost won it, but he didn't win it though. There's a difference. And R-Truth is like one of the few exception. If you call R-Truth a jobber, bro, that dude will punch you in your face. And R-Truth was out there killing it in WWE for a long time. He was a good mid-carder. He did dominate most of his matches. Dude, look. Heath Slater is my prime example of what a jobber is. The dude never won anything. And the closest thing to success that he had was 3MB, and that's it. You definitely have a different opinion on what a jobber is to you. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of wrestlers that you call jobber. Kurt Hawkins is another jobber. Yeah, exactly. The Nexus and the Core. Well, yeah, he was there. That was probably his best moment too, for sure. Yeah. Nexus and the Core, you're right. I consider someone who gets manhandled and treated badly a jobber. Like how MJF got destroyed by Wardlow. Look, when Wardlow destroyed MJF, what did I say? I said that he jobbed to Wardlow. But I would never call MJF a jobber. Could I see MJF in the WWE? Nah, man. He has a contract for a while. Those are the real jobbers. RM for sure. The dude's getting squashed by Gunther. Yeah, he won it with Rhino at some point in time. Yeah, he did. Exactly. He jobbed out. What up, James? You're back? Okay. That MJF promo was sick, huh? I don't know, man. He's on something else. Someone who keeps winning, what do you call them? You tell me, buddy. You tell me. Yeah, he had a story, and his story was to be a jobber. They made the jobber storyline. They gave him a jobber storyline. They gave him a true jobber storyline. Let me tell you something, brother. It's okay, my boy. I hear you. I hear you. Sami Zayn is a jobber to you. No worries. It's okay, man. It's okay. No worries. No worries. No worries. No worries. Trying to make sure I could put on a show without putting champions. Oh, shit. Triple H kept getting squashed in his prime. Oh my God. Don't even mention Triple H. Everybody hates Triple H because he won way too much. What the hell are you talking about? Dang.
Hell in a Cell.
Let's see if I could put together a little show. Have you downloaded the DX? Nah, I haven't downloaded the DX ones. Nope. You got them already? Alright, so I got the bonus. Put it in the show. Alright, here we go. Put some music in the background too.
He said, he's a jobber. He's a jobber?
James Ellsworth was a jobber.
1, 2.
Are you gonna tell me that Sami Zayn is the same as James Ellsworth? Tell me.
Tell me he did not just say that.
1, 2, 3.
I know, James. I hope they get freaking released too. That'll be cool, Byron. That'll be cool as hell. I knew that Otis Dominic Mysterio match would be
1, 2, 3.
Garbani. James Ellsworth is a no-name. He ain't a wrestler. Oh my God. So why did WWE sign him then?
3.
He was the jobber's jobber. Exactly. Oh my God. Why is this a conversation? Yo, can we talk about MJF and that promo, man? Let's just put it to rest. This conversation is done. Let's move on to the next subject, which I said this was the MJF appreciation stream. So let's talk about MJF, the man, the myth, the legend. Do you guys think this was the best promo in pro wrestling that we've seen in a while? What promo would you compare to the MJF promo from AEW Dynamite if you had to pick one? Liv Morgan and Tamina. Reminded you of the CM Punk? Okay. You can compare to CM Punk. MJF's pipe bomb reminded me of CM Punk. CM Punk. So you guys believe that there hasn't been another great promo since the pipe bomb? At least another promo at this level. Is that what you're telling me? Just want to see what y'all got to say. Let me see what y'all saying. Yes, Tony Khan is going to give MJF one of the biggest AEW contract extensions. Yep. But CM Punk was more genuine because he wasn't forcing it, screaming and yelling on the camera. Nah, I don't think that was forcing it. Yo, Troisky, click on the link that I put up there. Look at the pinned comment. Click on the pinned comment and go to the link. Watch the promo and come back. What up, horse? Trust me, bro. You won't want to miss it. Go watch it. Do yourself the favor, buddy. Trust me when I tell you, you will not be disappointed. Yeah, he does have real beef with his contract. It's a shoot promo, which means there was a lot of real shit. There was a lot of real shit going on there.
1, 2, 3.
Disappointing? What? Thank you, horse. We're pulling up, man. We're pulling up on that 9K slowly but surely, but we're getting there. I want to get to 10K and beyond.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, okay, a little good match. Why would Tony Khan allow him to talk like that? So he could get the reaction that it got from everyone? Haven't you read online how the wrestling world has reacted to the MJF storyline? It's one of the most talked out subjects. Everybody is in love. I'm going to be getting the new Saints Row, correct? Yes, 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 yes. It was the best part of the show. It's an insult towards Tony, but it was an insult that he was willing to allow for the sake of professional wrestling. And it worked. We're here talking about it, reacting to it. I'm telling you, man, it worked. Damn, we're still second. I gotta get over that hunch. Liv Morgan and Raquel want to team up. All right, let's see. Liv Morgan and Raquel. Liv Morgan, Raquel. I'll put them in a tag here. Liv Morgan and Raquel. Are you gonna play 2K23? Yep. Appreciate you, Ryan. But down the line, it's gonna cause beef between them? I don't think so, man. If it brings a bunch of people together to watch the product, I think it's only up from here. Finally got a job out here, and now in my country they selected me for a mandatory military service for 4 months. Oh man, Horace. Ugh.
1, 2, 3.
I feel for you, brother. Damn. I've always wondered to ask you, do you ever plan on moving back to the States? Because you're from the States, right? Or you moved permanently for good? Or how's that situation exactly? And if I asked you before, I'm sorry. I don't remember asking you that specific question. What do you think about what they're doing with Jon Moxley? They have him in the Blackpool Combat Club. I think that's a cool stable. Smith. Any news at the White Cody Rhodes? Nah, man, no news on Cody, unfortunately.
1, 2, 3.
No news. Apparently, WWE wanted Cody in the game, but they ain't put it. They ain't put him in the game. I'm sorry.
1, 2, 3.
Unfortunately. This sucks because I'm full of tats and only know English, and they speak Arabic and maybe sometime deep in the future. Yeah, my mom's American, I'm from Cali, but right now just trying to stack up. So you were over there like serving the our country, right? And then now they signed you up to do some shit.
2, 3.
So you stacking up that paper to come back.
1, 2, 3.
Adam Cole will be champion at some point, I think. Do you see AEW doing their invasion story either with New Japan? They could definitely do it. But would it interest me personally? No. Cool Coach Madden. I know. That's cool that they had a man in there. That's cool that they had a man in there. That's funny. Margos. CM Punk got the same treatment from WWE. That's why Punk left wrestling for you. He left like 7 years or something. Yeah, I like the GM move. Yeah, that's going to happen at some point, Tim. It is all about the ratings and money. My dad is Arab, so I'm Arab from this country also. And as a citizen, every man has mandatory sometime in their life before the age of 35. Wait, so you were born over there? Sure, live, get some rest. Is Zack Ryder still dominating in Impact? He's dominating everywhere. It seems like. I was born in the States, yeah, but because I'm a full citizen here as well, I got to serve for men. Holy snap. And how is your where you live? How is your town? You like it over there? Back to my original roots, but yeah, I'm American because my mom American, so half breed. Okay, okay. You saw the promo, Choiski? Should have saved this card, but I don't have any money, so I need the booking. Well, let's see what ends up happening. It gets me away from all the drugs and drink shit, like, you know, out there. I was just not doing good, so I made the change. Damn, though. Well, I hope you stay safe during your service, man. And it's just unfortunate, but you'll get through it. Time will go by fast. Doing viewer's choice, what? What happens with CM Punk and MJF at the commercial break? They ended up... CM Punk ended up coming out trying to stop MJF, and MJF left it in the crowd. Did you see MJF going to UFC? No. Oh yeah, he has to have surgery now. How long is he going to be out? At least you'll get in shape now. Yeah, because I have to get in shape for all that. Nah, I give you props, bro. Takes a lot of balls. And you have family out there, right? Like, you get to come home and you got family and friends already. I don't really get into your personal life all that much, but I know you've been watching and tuning in. Oh wow, now and stuff. So it just amazes me you're on the other side. Ooh, we put on a good show. We should get some more fans this week. Finals tomorrow? Yup. Tomorrow it starts. Yeah, my dad's family's hella big. They all out here. Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Damn, I'm still ranked second. Gotta love the live streams. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Did you watch Top Gun Maverick yet? Down, wow. Wait, so now I lost my tag champs. Yep, because my dog walked out. So I gotta get another cruiser. Let's see. Damn, Eddie Guerrero costs so much. I'm gonna get Edge. Edge. The rain in our superstar. I'm gonna do Edge and Omos. Versus title on the line. Did you watch Obi-Wan? Not the latest episode, but the other ones, yeah. Don't worry about asking my personal life. G is all good. Known you for years now, brother. So you good? All right, John. Just showing that I care. I want to know a little bit. That's all. Obi-Wan. That show's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's good. I'm trying to take over. So I gotta get a bruise. Gotta get a female bruiser. Female bruiser. I'll just get this random. Yeah. see what happens now. Did you finish Moon Knight? No, I haven't even gone to watch Moon Knight, honestly. I saw the first, like, 2 episodes or so. I gotta watch. I'm really bad watching TV shows, man. I hate watching TV shows. Like, they're too time-consuming, and you gotta, like, dive all into it. And as much as I love Moon Knight, and I am gonna watch Moon Knight, but there's just so many other things that I've watched, and I've been going a lot to the movie theater lately because I got my movie pass back. I've been watching all those new movies in theaters. Yeah, it's just, I'm really bad with TV shows, I can't lie. And then I watch wrestling to keep up and talk about it on stream and do videos on all that stuff, covering that, so it's really rough. Yeah, I gotta finish Moon Knight. Gotta watch today's episode of Obi-Wan. And, yeah. I'm a little behind, to say the least. Alright, so we got 77,000 fans. And we took over. I've been watching all these movies but haven't given reviews. Oh yeah, I saw Top Gun. I did 2 videos on Top Gun. That shit's up. I watched Fantastic Beasts. That's up. I watched Morbius. That's up. I watched Uncharted. That's up. I watched the new Nicolas Cage movie. Just uploaded that today. The Northman. That's up on the channel. Every movie I've watched, that was part of the reason why I did the pass. So I could watch these movies and do the reviews. Besides watching the summer blockbusters and stuff. And then tomorrow, I'm also uploading the video for Memory. Memory is a movie with Liam Neeson. I watched that one tonight. And I got the video dropping for that tomorrow. You just haven't been watching them, sucker. Admit it, you haven't been watching them. You little snoozer, you got caught. Let me see what other movie I did. Alright, let's see. I did The Unbearable Weight. Top Gun. I even did the Pinocchio trailer. Yeah, man, I've done all the movies I've watched. I'm looking at it here. Northman is here too. They're all here. How far is the theater? Super close. Super close. I have a few of them actually. Which one is my favorite? Which one is what? Week from tomorrow the query comes out. I saw. I'm actually looking at which movie. I'm trying to see. Let me see. Cause the app on my phone shows which movies I've let's see here. Hold on. Oh, here it is. So Memory, that one's coming out. That review's coming out tomorrow. Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent with Nicolas Cage. Saw that. Top Gun, Northman, Sonic, I did it as well. And Doctor Strange. It's all on here, sucker. Plus all the other ones I had mentioned too. And Wait, what was this? Sorry. Do I watch all genre? Well, with the pass, I watch all genres. Yeah, any movie that I think looks pretty good. There's a couple that I gotta get to watching that they have limited showtimes on. But if I was paying like premium, not premium, but if I was paying for each movie individually, yeah, I would only watch like 1 or 2 movies out of the whole year. But I got the pass to do the videos, honestly. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. There's only like 2-3 movies a year typically that I go watch because I buy movies. Nah, I'm not gonna watch the horror one, even if that comes out. I saw the latest Obi-Wan before you started the stream. Love having Disney Plus. I rewatch all the Mandalorian seasons. Season 2 final episodes confusing. It's just setting up the Mando show. Let's see here. I'm gonna do another week of this show. Let's do a little charity promo. Read last. Your streams have helped me through tough times. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in, Byron. I appreciate you, my boy. If I didn't have the movie pass, though, I would just wait for most of them to come out. To buy them when they come out, man. Because the way I see it is that, like, if I pay to go watch one specific movie that I really want to watch and that I'm most likely going to buy, I feel like I'm just spending too much money on that one movie. So if, like, I'm going to give them $30 or whatever, I give it to them when it comes out instead of watching it in theaters. That's been my mindset. That's why, like, I focus on having a really good home theater system to enjoy the movies at home as much as I possibly can. How much is the movie pass? And what if you binge watch all movies? You can. It's about $24. It's unlimited. You can watch it at as many movies as you want per week. AMC does the pass as well, but it's only three movies a week. Regal, which is the one I'm doing, it's unlimited. I do the Regal Unlimited pass. This works. Okay, let's see how this goes. Confused me because episode 8 was just a replay of an early episode in the season, and it'll make more sense when the third season starts, I guess. It's not gonna be anytime soon. I'm doing a viewer's choice stream, but not having much luck. What do you mean? Glad Ticker's not in it. My uncle has a movie theater in his basement, and he gets the live signals from the movie theaters, but it's cam versions. Oh shit. Yeah, I don't like watching cam versions. I usually just wait for it to come out. I buy them. You know, I'm gonna do a video one day showing my whole collection and stuff. I haven't like organized my shelves because I've been getting a lot. I got a lot of 4Ks, a lot of Blu-rays, and a lot of DVDs. So I gotta organize them.
1, 2, 3.
Got like 4 shelves. And I've gotten rid of movies through the years and bought some back and upgraded certain versions and stuff like that. So
2, 3.
I've been collecting all my life pretty much.
1, 2, 3.
That was a good match there. LexxExpress is getting a little hungry. 74,000 fans. Okay. Profit 89K. Do the famous celebs who have movie theaters in their house have the ability to watch it day one as it comes out? If they have friends in high places, yeah, they get sent copies to check it out and put their opinion on social media and things like that. Yeah, I'm excited for Jurassic Park 2. That shit's gonna be fun. What happened to Marco? Marco fell asleep.
Marco Mania.
I have a small projector for my, like right here in the office. I have a small projector and I have a big TV in the living room with the surround sound and stuff. Did I watch Doctor Strange? Yep, I saw Doctor Strange 2 in theaters twice. So can average rich man start a movie theater in their house where he gets all the new movies, or is it exclusive to the real movie theaters? For the most part, it's exclusive. The only way you get a movie that's coming out in theaters and you're not in the movie is if you have friends that worked on the movie. You know what I mean? They'll probably give you a copy so you could check it out, but I'm pretty sure you don't get to watch every movie. It's like a case-by-case scenario, I would assume. Do you think Bailey returns? I think Bailey's right there, ready to return at any given time. Yeah, I think she's ready to return sooner rather than later. Let me see when the WWE 2K22 DLC comes out, because those streams are always lit. Let's see. June 7th. In 5 days, we're going to get a freaking update and 4 new superstars. You know, we go ham with those videos. I don't think an average rich man, to answer your question, no, an average rich man doesn't get the movie early. And either way, I don't know if you notice, a lot of movies are coming out digitally to rent or buy early. Like Sonic just came out in theaters, what, a month or two ago, and is already on Paramount Plus. Carl Urban addresses replacing Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. He said, I'm what, 2 years younger than Hugh Jackman? If I was a studio looking to cast someone as Wolverine, I'd pick someone I'll get 3 films out of. You're not going to get 3 films out of Carl Urban unless you want a 65-year-old Wolverine. I like Carl Urban. He's dope. Do I have like a full on setup of a movie theater in my house? So in my living room, I'm actually missing 2 speakers in the back, but I got a subwoofer, a wireless subwoofer behind my couch, which moves my whole couch and it gives you like the 3D effect. Then I have the soundbar in the front. It's a Sonos soundbar that has like 8 or so integrated speakers. And I have a huge 85-inch TV. And then in the office here, I have a projector that goes up to like 100 inches. And then I have a 5.1 surround sound, which is 2 speakers in the back, 3 in the front, and a subwoofer. So, yeah, I have a pretty good home theater system. And then I have an Apple TV box to watch the digital movies in high quality. And I have all the movies on that I like, or most of the movies that I like. I have them on disc for the best quality I could possibly get. When is the stream ending? I would say pretty soon, so I could get geared up for tomorrow, Thursday. We got some reviews and other unboxings that we got to upload and a bunch of things going on, so got to prepare for all that stuff. Do. I'm looking through Twitter to see if there's any more info that we can talk about. Logan Paul is trending. Then I've been using my new headphones. I've been using them quite a bit to do a review. We need more of the movie shopping videos. I do those every once in a while when a good movie comes out. And I have a couple videos that I haven't even released that I've gone thrift store shopping for the DVDs that I have. But yeah, I like those. I like doing those videos too, honestly. I really, really do. Ooh. I think I'm going to get off and just chill. Am I going to be live tomorrow? For sure. We're going to be live tomorrow. Yes, sir. We're going to be live tomorrow. We're going to be live Friday for sure too. And I logged onto my Xbox account for NBA 2K22 and I have like Opal Shaq there that I got for free. I got Pink Diamond Magic Johnson, or no, it was Pink Diamond Shaq. I got some free cards there that I got. It was so funny. I was like, oh my god, I actually have a solid team. Wrestle Talk guy says Logan Paul to AEW confirmed. That's funny. Wrestle Talk news. Great stream. Glad you enjoyed it, Jason. Yo, Horace, I had asked you and others in here, but nobody answered. Has anyone in here seen Top Gun Maverick, the brand new Top Gun movie? No, I'm not gonna play 2K tomorrow. I'm saying that I got on 2K. I do it off stream because I have it on my Series S. Oh shit, I forgot MJF search. Oh my god, Straight Edge, you're right. I completely forgot about the MJF search. Oh my god. I guess I'll save it for tomorrow. That'll be good while we're talking shit. Forgot to reply that. I heard you ask, but no, I haven't seen it. I want to though. It's dope. Amazing. 10 out of 10. Stream was great. Glad you liked it, Sammy. Yeah, man. That Top Gun movie is freaking... Whew. I'm going to go see it again. I'm probably going to go see it like 2 times. All bullshit aside, Lexx. Great stream. Hey, Jake. No bullshit, man. Just discussions. What up, NCB? Yeah, I'm going to go see... I want to take my dad to go see it. And my wife and I want to go see it again, too. So. You get your internet back on Friday? Ooh. Trust me, Horace. The stunts that were pulled in that movie alone are friggin' great. The story of the movie is nice. And then the stunts and the action. Ooh, was it better than Batman? It was as good as Batman. Put it that way. Top Gun and Batman are my absolute favorite movies of the year so far. And then right there with those two that I mentioned was the Nicolas Cage movie, bro. Oh man, I want to let me put it up here. I want to show it to you guys cuz I want people to know about it. Do you guys know who Nicolas Cage is? Anybody in here know who Nicolas Cage is? I really want people to watch it because it's such a good movie. Oh my God. I thought it was freaking great. I absolutely loved it, and I gotta recommend it every chance I can. I'm gonna recommend it to every single person on the planet. Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up right now. And it's not just hype either. I did not expect to like this movie this much, if I'm honest. It was such a pleasant surprise. I did a review where I didn't spoil it too. This one right here. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. My brother told me about that. He's seen a movie about him, right? I love Nicolas Cage. Bro, if you love Nicolas Cage, you're gonna love this movie. It has a lot of comedy mixed in, but it's just, man, so much great writing. Like, it has the perfect blend of thrill. It's like a thrill ride a little bit. It has suspense in it. It has really good comedy, a really good story, and Nicolas Cage is just outstanding in it. Very, very underrated movie in terms of people going out of their way to see it. It's not underrated because a lot of people that the people that have seen it have rated it high. It's a highly rated movie is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, Neil Patrick Harris is featured in it. I saw a Nicolas Cage movie. It was fantastic. Yeah, it really is, man. It's something well worth watching, I promise. You have Extreme Rules pay-per-view coming up in my universe? Ooh. Is Nick Cage himself? He plays a version of himself, yeah. I watch all the Nicolas Cage movies, even the ones that go straight to DVD or Blu-ray. I enjoy it. Bro, I have a bunch of them there that I gotta watch, if I'm honest. I gotta catch up on some of the straight to DVD ones. But yeah. It's paying homage to a lot of his movies, and they reference some of the classics that he's done. I don't want to spoil it for you guys because even in the review, I feel like I left out so much that I wanted to talk about in my review, the video that I did. I didn't want to spoil it. I just wanted to encourage people to watch it, and I didn't want to ruin the surprise of how good the movie is. But they reference a lot of it. Basically, it's Nicolas Cage playing Nicolas Cage in what is that world that he's in. It's kind of like foreshadowing his career and his life. Better than Ghost Rider? I mean, it depends what you like. Ghost Rider's a superhero movie. This isn't a superhero movie, but trust me when I tell you, it's a good, lighthearted, fun watch. Really good comedy, really good writing, some nice action in it, and it has like the story that it has tied into everything is awesome. Really fun watch. It's rated R, and it's Nicolas Cage at his best. I promise you, you will not be disappointed if you give it a chance. Especially if you like Nicolas Cage. If you like Nicolas Cage, you'll like it for sure. Like, hands down. There's no question you watch this and you don't like it's. Now, keep in mind, it does have comedy in it and stuff. It's not like a full-blown, like, you know, comedic movie, but it's a smart comedy with is Ghost Rider in it? No, there's no Ghost Rider reference, I believe. No, I don't think there's Ghost Rider reference. They should have, but no. There's no real Ghost Rider stuff in it. Wow, look at Marco. Marco sold out. You left off stream. Put it this way, guys. I love this movie so much. I'm already building my top 10 3 list of the year. Right now, as of right, I got to watch it again. I've already seen Batman twice. I got to watch Top Gun again, and then this one I'm going to watch it when it comes out. But those 3 movies that I just mentioned, I bought all day one. Batman was gone when I went to go buy it day one, but I finally bought it on Blu-ray, did that video. Today it came out. I uploaded that video today. But Top Gun Maverick, I'm buying it day one. And this movie right here, The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, I'm buying that shit day one when it comes out as well. I want to have it immediately. I loved it that much. Why you like Top Gun better than this movie? Well, because Top Gun is even more of a thrill ride. Top Gun made me sweat and had me pumped, and like it was super exciting. And not that this one wasn't exciting, it's just different levels of emotion. And I just love Top Gun, and I love Tom Cruise. And it's not that I don't love Nicolas Cage as much, it's just it's a different vibe, bro. It's a different vibe, trust me. But I'll tell you this movie is well worth mentioning in that conversation because it's just as well put together. I'm the sellout. I'm here streaming, talking, and chilling, and you were gone, lost in the sauce. And we're here talking movies, and you're still lost. And you haven't watched Uncharted, and you said you were going to watch it the other day. Uncharted is another one that I recommend you guys watch if you haven't seen it or whatever. When you have a chance and it's accessible to you. I know some people bashed it and stuff, or a lot of people bashed it, but the movie's actually good. So my top 3 in my top 10 list are those 3 right there. And I like Doctor Strange. I forgot to mention, I did like Doctor Strange, but I think Doctor Strange is going to be at the back end. Stop asking? Nah, you're the one that said you were going to watch it. You made such a big deal about it. And I've been asking to see if you liked it, but Marco's a sellout. He doesn't want to watch Uncharted. He's a little bozonian. Do.
Good.
Uh-oh, Snyderverse supporters rejoice after Warner Brothers exec gets given the boot. So that's it. The CEO stepped down. Walter Hamada have incurred the wrath of the fandom when he smirked the mere mention of... who believe the resurrection and restoration of the original DCU timeline remains imminent. Since the Discovery merger was finalized, brand new CEO David has been ruthlessly cleaning house, shaking the foundation of both Warner Brothers and DC Films to their respective cores. The latest big name to be heading for the exit door is Toby Emmerich, ending an association with the studio that spans decades. Snyderverse diehards are thrilled that another hypothetical obstacle has been removed from the board. Well, seems like more people are getting booted that didn't believe in it. Batman 2 will be better. Batman 2 was awesome. I liked Uncharted. I don't see why people are bashing that so much. I know, right? Yeah, I thought Uncharted was another enjoyable experience. I like that one too. That's going to be on my like, I know Doctor Strange and Uncharted, those are in the back end of, even though I gave Uncharted a 9 out of 10 though, I'll tell you that much. But those are going to be in the back end of my top 10 or maybe honorable mention. But I'm putting, like, I like putting in my top 10, not just movies that I enjoyed that are going to get overlapped. Just the way that I felt and how I enjoyed it and how I perceived the movie. That is what initially made me want to put those 3 that I mentioned in my top 10. You know, and Uncharted I really liked. It makes me want to put it in my top 10, but I'm going to wait because I think it's going to be in the end of the top 10. And I saw Doctor Strange 2 in theaters twice. I enjoyed Doctor Strange for what it was, for sure, but I don't want to put it in the top part of my top 10 just yet. I know that Batman so far, for it to be overlapped, I mean, there's still a lot of movies that I'm looking forward to this year. So, and look, The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent with Nicolas Cage, I did not expect for that to be a movie that was going to be on my top 10, nor that I was going to give it a 10 out of 10. If you guys didn't see my review, well, spoiler alert, I gave it a 10 out of 10. I loved it. Matrix was from last year. I don't even know if Matrix was in my top 10 for last year. I thought Matrix was solid, bro. It just wasn't what I wanted it to be, but I thought it was better than Matrix 3. Matrix 3 was just horrible. I hate Matrix Part 3. So I thought the new Matrix was better. I got to buy the Matrix. I haven't bought it yet. I'm waiting for it to go on sale. I don't want to buy it for like $25 or $27. I want to pay like $15 at best. or $20. But I do want to get it. I've been kind of waiting for a sale to hunt it down. And I love The Matrix, bro. Matrix was on my Matrix, like Matrix 1 and 2, both of those, like that universe was number 1 on my top 10 list of all time. That was on my top 10 for a long, long time. It was on sale, yeah, but it was on sale for like $25. It's still on sale, I think, for like 27 or something. I'm not paying no 20 freaking. Let me see Amazon. The one that I want to buy is Dune. Have you guys seen Dune? The Matrix Resurrections. Wow, it's digital. Matrix digital. Yeah, look, it's The Matrix Resurrections is $26.56 on Amazon. Nah, that's too much. And then the Dune 4K, that movie's freaking crazy good. That shit's still $15. I gotta buy it. Damn, usually ships 2 to. I should have bought it when I had the chance, honestly. That shit says shipped in 2 weeks. That's because it's backloaded because it's been on sale for so long. Justice League is in your top 10 of all time. I don't really have superhero movies on my top 10 of all time, I think. I don't know. But the Justice League with Zack Snyder was definitely amazing. That was a 10 out of 10 for me. Yeah, it was a really big build-up for part 2. You got that right. For sure. For sure. What up, Nick? Damn, Nick, you came in right at the end of the little streamer. What it do? Guys, we're 2 likes away from 50. 2 likes away. Dune, I think I gave it like a 9 or a 10 out of 10. I love Dune. Sound effect, story build-up, characterization. I think that shit has potential to be like the next Star Wars franchise, if I'm honest with you. What's up with Lady Lexx? She's good. We went to go see that movie Memory with Liam Neeson today. You guys will see me talking about that tomorrow on my next video. It wasn't all that. I wish it was better, but now is when I got the pass. But I wanted to go in February to go watch that movie. I think it's called Blacklist or Black something. 1 like, oh, we got 50 likes. Let's go. I used to buy the WWE Blu-rays, but they canceled them, and I sold the ones that I had. I used to have DVDs and Blu-rays for WWE. I had an awesome collection that I really loved, bro. And I thought they were going to put all that shit on the WWE network, but they didn't. Now all those DVDs and Blu-rays that I sold are extinct. But I had a really good wrestling collection, though. I really did. I would still love to buy all those stuff. It's better than having like the Peacock app and stuff. Look at how the WWE Network merged with Peacock in the US, man. And they took out some stuff too. It's really hard to navigate through. It's annoying. I like having my collections, man. I really, really do. I'm not into the whole, oh yeah, it's streaming anyways. You ready for the new dinosaur movie? You mean Jurassic World? I gotta watch all the other ones. I gotta catch up. Blacklight. Yeah, Blacklight. I gotta watch it. Can't find them on Amazon. Some of them are overpriced though, so I don't want to overpay. Peacock has everything? Nah, bro. Like there was a Jeff Hardy DVD that's not on Peacock. Bret Hart DVD that I had that's not on Peacock. There's a couple things that are, but they don't have all the other stuff that I had. Like the box sets that WWE used to come out with for like, I used to have like this WWE Champions collection that had like the greatest matches for the WWF title. I also had the world title as well. Like those collections are amazing, bro. Oh, tomorrow's the state of play. Oh, we're going to be talking about PlayStation tomorrow on here. I like Peacock. I just don't like the WWE layout for it. I do like Peacock though. I like that Peacock has WWE and a bunch of movies and shows as well. So, I don't have a problem with Peacock overall, but you know, I just wish that I still had my wrestling collection. To be honest, bro, if I had it my way, I would have never sold none of my wrestling DVDs or Blu-rays. I would have never sold my DVDs. I used to have over like 400 DVDs. I had around the same Blu-rays when I started selling. I had over like 30 to 40 3D movies. I sold literally 95 4K titles. Now I got way more than that in 4K titles and stuff because I rebooted my collection differently and I started buying movies differently. But The Rock versus John Cena DVD, I had that too. You only have 2 WWE DVDs? I had DVDs that I bought when I went to WrestleMania in Miami. I'm telling you, bro, I had a pretty cool collection. I had like about 30 wrestling DVDs and Blu-rays all combined. So I had like about 30 or so wrestling Blu-rays I had or DVDs, like mixed and matched. I had about 30 or 40 3D movies, and I sold all that shit. It was because I was transitioning, bro. And then they were doing the whole digital stuff, and digital 4K and digital 1080p look amazing. Like on my iTunes box that I have this cool, not iTunes, Apple TV. I have this Apple TV digital box that has a really good processor, and it makes everything look so amazing. But I used to buy a bunch of movies digitally for like $10, $5 because there's a lot of great deals when you buy digital movies. And I have over like, let me see, let me log on to like my Vudu. Because some movies that I have on Vudu are not on my iTunes and vice versa. But look, I could tell you right now, like when you go to Vudu, I have 462 movies on Vudu, which are the same movies that are on my Movies Anywhere app, which are movies that are showing up from different collections. I'll do this later. Let me see on my movies. See, like on Vudu, it shows 460 something, right? Let me see here. And then for Movies Anywhere, only 365 show up. So you see, I have a lot of movies on Vudu that don't show up on Movies Anywhere. And then on iTunes, do I have iTunes on my computer? Yeah, I do. Let me open up my iTunes so I could tell you guys my collection I have there. On iTunes here, library. Damn, it actually doesn't show the number. Are you serious? Let me see. Hold on, guys. About the Bret Hart DVD from 2006. It's been edited down on Peacock. Yeah, they edit a lot of shit there too. State of Play tomorrow. I don't game on PlayStation, but everyone who does will talk about it on the tube. Oh, yeah. Nothing much. What's up with you? Sorry, Mr. Stream. No, it's good. Is your dad's birthday next Monday? Well, happy birthday to Nick's father. All right, so look. Let me show y'all real quick. Look, let me show y'all real quick. My list. My movies. You could do. All right, so there. I'll have this set up, and then I have this set up. All right, I'm going to go and show you my collection, my digital collection, so you guys can see how my collection looks. Go over here. Display. All right, here we go. So these are all my movies that I own, A through Z. Let me open it up larger so you guys can see a little bigger there. Let me see. This page looks a little right there. All right. Let me pull up the chat on my phone real quick. I got 2 for 1 Bret Hart on the Horseman on Amazon 6 months ago. Nice. All right, so look at all my movies. I'm just going to kind of scroll down quick. I'm not even going to read all of them, but just so you guys could take a look at my collection. You guys can see some movies here. Some of them And I still got some codes that I gotta add. Like I still gotta add my Batman code and stuff like that. But you can see this movie right here is really good, actually. Bad Times at El Royale. Highly recommend it if you haven't seen it. Super good movie. Bad Time at El Royale. That's a good one. And a lot of these movies now, most of the newer ones are 4K. How does State of Play work? Is that a new PS Plus thing? No, State of Play is just like a game show. They just show stuff that's up and coming. Bulk Morgan? Who's that? Cloud Atlas. I love Cloud Atlas. Cowboys and Aliens is another underrated movie. Look at my Dark Knight trilogy on here. I got the Dark Knight trilogy. Dark Tower. I like this movie. I recently bought it back on 4K because it's a good, short, cheesy movie. Yeah, the PS Plus thing is just is like Game Pass, where it's like a game rental service. You pay extra monthly so you can play a bunch of games. Yeah, it's like different tiers. I got the Divergent series in 4K, but they don't show up here. Django, that's a really good movie. Draft Day is a good one. I love Dread. I don't know if you guys have seen this one. Y'all gotta watch this one if you haven't seen this movie. I love this movie, Dread. Super dope ass movie. Dunkirk, love that shit too. I got all the Harry Potter movies. You got WrestleMania 28 on DVD? Nice. I got the 50. I remember I was so happy when I got the 50 Shades of Grey collection on sale. They had put them on sale, and I bought 50 Shades Freed when it first came out. And I also got them on disc. What else we got here? Underrated movie that nobody really talks about. Is pretty cheesy. Little cheesy getaway movie. It's called The Getaway. Gangster Squad, I like that one. Is that the Stallone one, I Am the Law? No, I mean, it's the remake of that, yeah. But yeah, look at my little collection, y'all. Oh, I like this movie too, Holmes and Watson, with Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly. Thought that movie was hilarious. Hitman Agent 47 is dope too. I recently repurchased the first Hitman movie on DVD. You recently added Indiana Jones movies on Vudu. Nice. I don't think I added those yet. Got the John Wick collection, Jurassic World movies, the cheapy Justice League. Yeah, I hate that some movies, like the Paramount movies and shit, they don't let you add it everywhere. They force you to pick Vudu or iTunes. Have you guys seen this movie, The Legend of Tarzan? This movie's awesome. Wait, it says I purchased a Vudu. Nice. 4K, nice. I don't even notice that I had that one in 4K. Logan, love Logan. But yeah, guys, look at this. I'm just going to scroll a little faster because we're still by M. Just a bunch of... Oh, you guys got to watch The Raid if you haven't seen it. And I bought this one digitally. I remember I was so happy. Rampage. I love that movie. I'm going to put that I like it as 4 stars. I got Wrangle digitally for free. Movies Anywhere needs Paramount? I know, bro. Look at my little Spider-Man collection on here. Star Trek collection, Star Wars, Taken trilogy, Tenet. Y'all need to watch this movie Tenet, bro. This movie's dope as hell. Tomb Raider. We're almost at the end. I just recently added Top Gun. And that's it. Oh, nobody talks about these movies, but these are X-Men Days of Futures Past, Dark Phoenix, and Apocalypse. The Wolverine is awesome too. I already talked to Horace. Byron, you weren't here. You fell asleep. And then Movies Anywhere has a lot of the same movies here, so no need to really show y'all, but just so y'all could see how. Oh, look, like I have MIB International here. Iron Man, these movies here. I got the Predator collection on digital for cheap. You know, I bought The Shape of Water. I bought that movie digitally and never saw it. Oh shit, they changed the Harry Potter collection here. It looks nice. But yeah, oh, Blade Runner, love that one. Got the Bourne collection here. That's about it. And then iTunes is the same thing. Well, iTunes, I don't know how many movies I have on iTunes, but there's a bunch here that don't show up on the other one. So what I just showed you was Movies Anywhere, Voodoo, and now I'm showing you iTunes. Like, look, I got Hercules on here, which I don't have over there. And iTunes does it really cool, bro. They show like the special features. Like, it looks like a DVD menu almost. I love how they do it on iTunes. The quality is so much better. Yeah, the Harry Potter 4K collection doesn't come with it. Oh, the Blu-ray one? Oh, the Blu-ray. Yeah, I don't mind. I'm happy that I got the digital code and I bought the 4K off somebody on OfferUp for cheaper. And I have the digital versions already. Look, I have Spiral on here. I don't have it over there. There's a few. I have Terminator Genesis here that I don't have over there. But yeah, that's about it, y'all. Just thought I'd share my little digital collection. Dun, dun. Y'all gotta watch my Batman video, man. If y'all haven't seen that. Whenever I think of Hercules, I think of Nutty Professor. Hercules, Hercules, Hercules. Yeah, that shit's funny. That shit is funny. You know what else is funny? That we're getting off and getting back on tomorrow. I'll see y'all later, man. Houses, balls, bam, bam, bam. You had a nightmare. What happened, King Carter? Hit me up in the chat. Lionsgate doesn't show there either. It's time to shut it down. Peace out, Horace. Sleepy. See ya, Jason. Shut it down. Yo, guys, join the Discord. Join the Discord.
Ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel. I took the red pill. I know life's short, so I wanna live real. But how's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? They wanna say my name, but they holding back. They wanna say they hate, but They know it's cap, I ain't play no games. I just do that's fact and I don't feel no shame. It's a mood you lack, I go crazy. Nah, bitch, I ain't lazy. Track after track, I work on the shit daily. Pass me the jack, right as fuel, got me hazy. About to unpack all these things I've been chasing. I've got visions in my head, like memories after death. To be a legend instead of something you can forget. I'm living up every breath, I'd rather lead than be led. I'll fill the seats as I spread with every word that I've said.